What I found interesting in the first chapter of learning is all the different kinds of families there are. There's biological, legal, or emotional, which make up families. I think it's cool how families are becoming more diverse and how families will adopt children from anywhere in their own world and bring them in as their own. I was curious to learn about the family arena and how each person is reacting socially to one another, like how in the breadwinner homemaker family, the wife is the one that cooks and cleans, and the husband is the one who works while the wife mostly takes care of the child. I agree with the feminist theory that seeks to understand and reduce inequality between men and women. I don't think it would be healthy either for the child to mostly be raised by the wife. It needs to be both mother and father spending equal amounts of time with their kid. I think if parents socialize their kids a certain way, then they won't grow up thinking that they need to have a certain role in the family. I believe some roles are stronger in certain genders, but I don't think that means the opposite gender can't have that role. I also enjoyed learning about the other theories like exchange and symbolic. The exchange theory I think would be a very fair thing to benefit off one another, but I feel like some families take advantage of each other in this way. An example would be a wife making dinner for their children who have done nothing for her that day and have been rude and also never thanked her for making the meal. The sample surveys are an excellent way to get to know how things used to be and how modern families are doing things today. In my discussion about what survey I would do, I said I would ask women if their mothers were stay-at-home moms. People responded asking why I only said I would ask women and said that asking a bigger crowd and including men would be better. Well, I agree with this, and I think it would be best to ask both men and women if their mothers were stay-at-home moms. I would be interested in seeing how many mothers there were who stayed home, because I would be asking ages 20 to 60 years old. Longitudinal surveys, I think, is also a very good research method, if not the best there is. You can expand longer into the survey because multiple questions can be asked over time, and I think it would be cool to see how people's opinions changed or stayed the same. The in-depth interviews and observations would be important because you don't want to ask just yes and no questions. It will give you better research if you ask longer responses. This chapter really got me thinking about how my family acts with each other and what each member's roles are within the family arena. My father is also really into genealogy, so I know the family unit is important to him and also interests him. I love seeing how different households do different things when I visit families, and even how my cousins, aunts, and uncles do things, because sometimes it's so very different from us.